Greetings everyone, Rev.Hawksblood here. I want to bring up a very important issue that's not being justified right or in the right way, I think. Alright, let's start. Do you know they want to bring thousands and thousands more Muslims into the United States? Do you know what that would do to the United States? What it would do to our laws if they perceive that they can create their law here if they come here or live by it? It's against women, and I really think you should understand or learn their laws, what it is, what it entails, and what it really means to women to be a Muslim. Every woman should know it, or understand it at least. That's the starting point. But the other thing is, this crime of a young person committing rape. Alright, guess most men are assholes, because they don't look at rape as a serious crime. I think men have always abused women, and this just shows you how sick men are. And you think after 200,000 years, man is no better than an animal. I think women should wake up, all across America, change the laws on rape. They're going to have to do it, or they should, before it's too late. It is the worst crime in the U.S. for me. I think murder is different, because a killer goes away to another place, another world, another dimension, start their rewards, or the opposite, they're suffering. And then only the higher source, God, knows what will be coming of that person. So where are we going to go with this? What happens to a woman when she's raped? It's sad, bad, and every other thing. If you're not a woman, you don't know. If you're a man, you look at it totally different. Feeling the idea of no protection, and their self-worth is attacked. No longer can they truly respect themselves. I mean, some people get over it in a little bit or some way, because they do have to live life. I was very young. I was raped. Not the same way, or as bad as most women do. I mean, it was like almost all the way with a little girl with a man grabbing us and stuff. So, it takes away certain things. If you get over it, it's good. But many women don't. Well, in other countries, children are forced to get married at 12 years old. You don't think that's a crime? Do you want to let people like that into our country? Do you want to change the morals, which we have very little? When are women going to wake up? They need to change it. Rape should be a crime with a set sentence. And a set sentence should be 25 years or more. Then, what they don't do, how about like maybe crazy people? They give them a brain operation. Oh no, they're only a man and they just did a small little thing. Rape is the biggest thing any person on this planet can do. A boxing ring, you can beat somebody up. In a sex club, we'll get into that. Do you remember years ago in New York City, in a bar, 5 men raped a woman. All the people in the bar stood around and just watched. After 2 years of trials and being persecuted and attacked every which way because she drank, you should make drinking illegal. If you're not going to stand by it, make it illegal. But don't make it an excuse for crimes to be allowed or whatever. I mean, driving's different. How come if you drive a car and you're drunk, you're in serious trouble? But you rape a woman and you're drunk? Well, he was drunk. Wake up, people. In that case, after 2 years, only 3 of them were given a sentence. A killer should have been there and take them all out, instead of taking out innocent people. Now, what some religions do to women is very sick. People in the United States think they're so much better. Really? Do you know anything about the Hasidic Jewish religion and the laws they live by about women? should check it out. I mean, they'll say lots of things. They won't tell you the truth. But look at the fine lines of what virginity in the Hasidic Jewish religion means. And who finds out, and when, and all those kind of things. It's sick perverted, in my viewpoint. And how come women are the ones that have to prove everything? Men don't have to prove anything, ever. How do you know a virgin man? You don't. So they don't have to get tested, proven, or anything? But women do. Well, it's sick and perverted. But those sick people out there that need to rape a woman, go to a sex club where rape is what's going on there, but they all want it and allow it. But there are people that get their rocks off on it. So go to a club like that if you have to. No man ever has the right to hit or abuse a woman for no reason. Drunk or not, doing drugs or not, it's not an excuse. Because you took the drugs, you took whatever it is. And then these women that get forced drugs, anybody that does that should be locked away permanently with a sick mind like that instead of walking the streets. But no, let him out. He's a young guy. He's a nice guy. He never did anything. Well, he did something completely dangerous, wrong. And when are people going to put things together? Like, in the Bible it talks about it. Do you know murder is not forgivable by anything? A priest, minister, rabbi? Nobody can forgive murder. God doesn't either. So when it comes to your death and you're reincarnating and stuff, you'll get into that. You'll learn what you created in your life. Well, rape is still the worst crime. A person that commits rape should stay in jail for a long period of time, because if he comes back out, he did it once, he can do it again. And if you know, when they let all those people out of jail in New York City, they let like 500 people out, within 10 days, every single one of them committed the same crime and were put back in jail. Whether you believe in God or not, that's your choice, because when you die, which would probably be the best thing for you, you will face God, and karma's a bitch, whether you believe it or not. Well, that's just how I perceive it. Whether you want to learn the truth, understand the truth or not, that's your choice. But morals are important. And the United States is losing them. Many other countries don't have them. Or they have sick, perverted ones. Do you want to live like that? Let everybody into our country. Let them change our laws. We destroyed the native nation. Man has wiped them out. There's a few left, sure. But can they do anything as a consciousness? No. Do people care? They say they care. You think the president did anything for the native nation in the past 8 years? Anything? They were supposed to. Even Bush went to the reservation. No, we're going to do some things. We're going to put some houses here. They never did. The only thing that ever happened is they gave them a couple trailers, and the trailers are actually killing the native people that live in them. Well, all these topics spit to what's going on inside the United States. And presidents condemning, attacking each other. Just tell us what you're going to do, and sign a paper saying if you don't, you can go to jail or be taken out of office. You don't do it in a certain amount of time if you're trying to become president. We need to wake up, people, before it's too late. And the poor women, please start listening to what's happening. Get involved. Create some sites. Get some more women involved. I know a few people that are totally involved with this and doing the best they can. One person can't change anything, but millions turning into large numbers can. So get involved with what's going down, please. And these people that think they can reincarnate and come back as a better person. Really? How come 92% of the planet is in poverty? Do you know what that means? Most people reincarnating are going into a bad situation. Not, oh, I'm going to be better in my next life. I'll be president, I'll be king, I'll be whatever. You're not going to be anything. You're going to be probably in a poor house. And if you're really good, you wouldn't want to come back. So think about that. Women, get involved. You're the victim. Always. You're the one that's not taken serious. You wanted it. You asked for it. Well, I have a lot of things that I would say about that. Like even in a hotel room. Any man that goes in a room with a girl should be held accountable for anything that happens in that room. Because once a man's alone, they do whatever they want. They do it, think they can do whatever they feel like doing, and that's sick. So, I'm a man, but I don't think like most men. I'm glad I studied with many people, including a medicine woman for 26 years. Looked at the real side of life, what we have inside us and how we should act. But until that point happens, until men are ready to face themselves, no, we got all these strongman sports trying to make women become men. And it's happening. People complaining about the army and they shouldn't have women, and they just passed a bill. Sure, they let that happen years ago. Women were allowed to go in the army, go on the front line. But why would a woman want to do that? Because they have to be equal to a man. Don't be equal to a man. A man's a sick person, perverted, twisted. You want to become a man? Change your sex, become a man. That's what it's coming to. To be a man is evil. Their mentality is pretty bad. Am I? No. I mean, I have ideas and thoughts and feelings like everybody, but I would never abuse a woman. Abuse yourself first then if you have to. But wake up, people. This could be a good world. It could be the greatest world, but it's becoming the worst planet. And what do you think aliens and everything else are happening and why it's all coming out now? Because we're sick. We're destroying the ocean, the air, the water. And then we're destroying each other. So where do you go from there? Nowhere. Alright, I hope you got something out of this message. Hope you wake up. Hope you look at what's really happening out there instead of sticking your head in the ground or in a hole, which most people do. The truth is there. If you want to know it, want to find it, look for it. It just doesn't pop in your head and people don't talk about it. And when it's mentioned, most people hide from it. Do you want to be one of those people? Your choice. Well, think about it. Come to a site on, this is where you can tune in, watch some of my shows talking about aliens and everything else. Project Camelot, Adventures into the Strange. And that's Hawksblood. Thank you for listening. If you are, send me some mail. Hawksblood1AOL.com. I will bring you on the show if you have something important to say. Love and light to people that deserve it and want it. To those that don't, your choice. Do what you want, do what you will. Because you think you can get away with it. On planet Earth you can. Love and light, everybody. Till next time.